where I can actually see the screen. My beanie had gone over my eyes. All right.
Are you guys ready?
No. Oh. But we're going to do it anyway because we're fucking dice junkies.
All right.
We don't plan.
Let's do it.
All right.
What?
Go.
I was
just buttoning the shirt, man. Go ahead.
All right, man.
Don't worry about my dressing thing. It ain't for you.
You know, it worries me a little bit when I look over and see you, like, messing with buttons.
I was putting them up. It went the other way around. If you hear a zipper, it didn't get concerned.
Yeah.
Trying to push our views up.
That's on a different day.
Yeah, no. Yep. All right.
Get demonetized and become a web sensation at the same moment.
Oh, God.
All right. Waiting for Quinn to be quiet for a second. Welcome to Dicejunkies. Damn it. Welcome to Dicejunkies, and I'm Xenodamus. I'm here with...
That was terrible. This is Q.
How's that terrible, man?
Welcome to Dicejunkies. This is Xenodamus. I'm here with
with you. With you, man. God.
Use clear. Talk, speak clearly.
I am speaking clearly, man. You just don't understand. You just speak. You need to clean out. You need to clean out your ears. Welcome to Dicejunkies. I'm Xenodamus. I'm here with
Q,
and we're going to talk about some news.
Don't do the intro again. Let's go. Yeah, really? A third time?
I'll do it again if I want. Watch me do it one more time.
No.
Let's start it from the top. We're gonna do it one more time.
Go ahead. Let's see if you can get through it. I don't think you can get through it.
Oh yeah.
Don't fuck up.
Yeah, don't screw up, man. We've got some news for you today.
Welcome to Dicejunkies. I'm Xenodamus. Fuck it. Let's start this shit.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about some Disney shit. Disney and Fox and all that good stuff. That finally went through, and some things came out from CinemaCon with.
Let's start off with some Disney shit, y'all.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
the merger has went down, y'all.
Well, and we got some news out of CinemaCon with how they were planning on going forward a bit. They are planning on continuing a lot of the Fox-owned franchises, everything from Alien to Planet of the Apes, and even Kingsman, which I'm not familiar with Kingsman, actually.
It's kind of a campy James Bond spoof.
Okay.
Which was, the first movie was good. Me and our editor, she likes the Kingsman we're talking about. I like the first one. The second one was a little cringy.
I was a little disappointed in the second one.
And after what I heard they did to Wreck-It Ralph Wrecks the Internet, I'm kind of losing faith in Disney and sequels. Dude, I heard it went bad.
It wasn't good.
It was really bad. So where I normally would be excited, if they keep going the way they're going, I'm scared of what they're going to do to the Alien franchise. And that's saying something with how bad some of the last few Aliens movies have been.
Alien, yeah, they hadn't been that great. So.
Yeah, but they haven't been... the new age stuff. I stopped myself. They haven't got political, but I didn't think Wreck-It Ralph would get political. So, maybe the next time the Xenomorphs will be fighting against the patriarchy.
Yeah. Bloodaxe says Alien is sacred to him.
Bloodaxe is huge, dude. Like, he got so mad about that crappy Colonial Marines game, man. Oh,
what was then we meet a dude who was like had a bunch of stuff like Predator-based stuff.
Yeah, the Yaja.
At one of the cons.
Yeah, he was looking forward to the movie. He disappeared, I think, after that movie that came out.
Yeah, we never saw him at another con after that.
Well, the Predator was terrible, and I think even he was like, "I'm done."
So yeah, I mean, I'm sure the Alien franchise has similar fan base out there. So, I mean, I enjoyed the original 3, and then I probably haven't really paid much attention to an Alien movie since then.
And that's kind of the way I feel about Predator. I liked Predator 1. I liked Predator 2. And the Predators when they were on the planet, I think that's the third one, or was it Alien? The one where they were on the planet and multiple Predators were hunting them, that one was not too bad. But most of the Alien versus Predator, the first one was okay. Everything after that was trash.
But yeah. So I mean, other than the first few Alien, I really haven't been back with that. I loved them. Don't get me wrong. It's just I get burned out on stuff pretty easily, and then when you don't improve on it, it burns me out even quicker. So,
Well, my biggest problem I have with the aliens is trying to figure out the dang timeline, because at first it's like, this is the first time we meet the aliens. Then they keep going to movies
I'm not
before
a big
that.
fan of prequels. Prequels have almost always failed to impress me. It's
'cause
very
Aliens versus-
seldom that a prequel is like, oh, okay, you know.
Yeah, and Aliens versus Predators basically broke all the canon by basically saying, dude, there were xenomorphs on Earth back in the ancient pyramid times. I was like,
That's something you can add to the list, Blood Axe. You can add good prequels, and we might have to just sit
that's
here
a one shot, isn't it?
racking our brain for a while to figure that out.
A good prequel. The Hobbit. There you go. Not the movies, the book. The book.
Let's see. They did some stuff with the X-Men. They talked about that. They said they would be rebooting the X-Men. They did some weird screen with Wolverine and Black Panther, where they sort of that's the one, where they sort of showed them together. So I don't know if they're planning on doing something with them together. That would imply that X-Men would be coming to the actual MCU and brought into that universe. So
I would not mind seeing. I mean, they're still going to recast Wolverine. Ryan Reynolds says that they'll reboot Deadpool, but he did not say they're recasting, which is good because Ryan Reynolds
I really
is Deadpool.
hope they don't. Yeah, I'm really hoping they don't. But he said it's for they're gonna do like sort of an R-rated division, I guess, of Disney stuff. So, which you got to with all those with a lot of those Fox franchises they pulled, and they've done that with other publishing companies that they've owned before too.
There are hidden Disney R-rated movies
yeah.
where they used another studio, but you find out the studio was owned Disney.
Yeah.
I just hope Wolverine joins the R-rated universe because honestly, I remember the old comics, and if you want to do Wolverine white,
I'm afraid they won't do it though because Wolverine has a young
audience.
Demographic appeal. So.
But he needs to kill people and cut them up, and like, how much can you get away with that in PG-13? How much can you chop off arms and legs in 13? In PG-13, I don't think you can. And I remember he was dismembering people, and if Wolverine ain't gonna dismember people, he ain't my Wolverine.
Well, I mean, yeah, like I said, I mean, it is definitely. I mean, that's somewhat of the appeal with Logan, as Logan had a little more of that rougher killing machine of. Let's see, Black Widow should be R-rated to be done right, but it won't be.
That's just your fantasy to see like Scarlett Johansson naked, man. Like,
oh no, Blood Axe, come on down.
I know. But Wolverine was a berserker, and his comics used to be so bloody.
Black Widow from the comics should be R-rated because she was, but Black Widow from the comics is not the same Black Widow from the movies.
They're not really playing the seductress Femme Fatale who uses all of her assets to get the job done.
Well, aren't nearly as murderous.
Oh, yeah, but she was an assassin.
Yeah.
She was trained to be a murder assassin and worked for the Hand for a while, if I remember correctly. So, but it is cool that they are going to have an R-rated division. I'm just hoping that they...
Supposedly. Now, none of this is 100% concrete either. This is all taking from context of things they've said. I don't want anybody to go and quote us on any of this stuff. Which, I mean, if you've watched this show before, you know better. But
you can't get away with quoting what I say in public.
But so I just want to make sure that people know we're making assumptions here from what we've seen. So
that's enough about Marvel. What about DC? And
well, I mean, we did talk about Logan and this sort of the style that the new Joker DC movie is coming in on. Sort of reminded me of Logan. It's a little more artsy. It's even more artsy than Logan was. Like I said, when I saw this, I was like, I think they may be going for an Oscar or something.
Oh, he definitely looks like he's trying to get Oscar nominated. He's going for the nominee.
You know,
there's also a little bit of a Jason Bates like feel vibe coming from him and his mom. Like, there's definitely a Jason Bates.
Yeah, I didn't actually think about that, but there definitely is now that you've mentioned it. But A lot of people have complained
the
about
face of
there
someone
being
that got kicked in the
a
crotch.
yeah.
He definitely got kicked in the crotch. That was very odd.
It's definitely got the feel though of they're trying to do really an art piece here. A lot of people have complained about there being an origin story for Joker, but I mean we've had a couple different origin stories even in the comics. The thing with the Joker is this could just be another delusion in the many different histories of the Joker. So, however you want to take it.
But what I was telling you is there's definitely an homage to Heath Ledger here because he even looks like Heath Ledger in a lot of shots, the way they did his hair. So it's almost like this. I feel like this is the movie they wanted to make for the background with Heath Ledger's Joker and didn't get to make.
Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see this being the background for the Heath Ledger Joker. I know you had mentioned that you thought that you were sort of wondering if they're trying to do more of an anti-hero type story because.
I mean, I've got a pretty good eye. I can tell already some major plot points and some of the things that may have occurred. But there's definitely a feeling that you even saw the people in the mask, the kind of that Heath Ledger, the Joker fans. But there's a definite feel that he is there's a definite feel that he is not meant to be all evil, like you're supposed to sympathize with him, and he may be almost a dark hero, like the way they kind of did Venom, when they made Venom more a lethal protector.
I mean, the comics have even played him up like that before as well. Because I know at one time they started connecting like some of the banks he was robbing to criminal and harsh. So I mean they've saw. That's the thing. I mean, the Joker, they've always played so many different roles with him that...
I don't know. I kind of, though, have always liked the Mark Hamill scary as F Joker. And, like, that you're just like this dude. Even when he has a point, he's still always menacing as being completely amoral. This one, it almost looks like he's more of an anarchist instead of immoral.
Well, no, I like the more... I guess insanity of the Joker. So
yeah, this one seems to me more like philosophical, like there's a reason I'm doing this. I have a reason for what I'm doing, and because remember he says Gotham's lost its way, and I was like, don't try to save Gotham, dude. Don't try to save Gotham.
Well, I mean, even where he speaks about life, always
my life's not a tragedy; it's a comedy.
It's a comedy,
which is okay if you're going full nihilistic, because they're the darkest Jokers, the nihilism that life has no meaning. But if he tries to save Gotham from itself, I'm gonna be like, oh no. So we'll see. But it does look interesting. It does look like it's slow. It looks like it's gonna be a slow burn. So all right, there we go. I'm done.
You're done? You done with your...
You just keep smoking, man. I ain't worried about it. I'm giving you vape break.
Let's talk about Borderlands. I actually added this article for Blood Axe, which I'm sure he's probably already found it, but he had asked last Sunday when we were talking about Borderlands 3 on what the characters' classes were. And I found this article, I think, like a couple days after our Sunday show last week.
Scroll
that
down
actually listed all the different. So you have
Mose
the Gunner.
And I'm never going to get to read this.
Go ahead.
She's already scrolled down.
Oh.
I thought you were just going to...
This is a quick thing. She has a mech. I mean, you should at least mention that. She has a mech. Her main ability, she has a mech.
She's a gunner type class. Let's see. She's far more mobile than the previous gunner type classes, who often had to cater their strategies around stationary turrets. So yeah, she's got an actual a mech that isn't stationary.
Now Mashoku, that's Kitsune's wife. She would probably love that. I could see her. She liked playing a gunner, and I could see that mech making her eyes light up.
All right, so next we have the siren Amara.
That's Kitsune. He plays every siren.
Does he?
Well,
I can see that.
He may play Mose too, because she's a woman, but he plays a siren and he plays a female character.
Yeah.
So.
Then we have FL4K, the Beastmaster. Now, this is probably who I'll end up playing.
Me too, so screw you. I like the fact that he's a big dude. He looks like he liked heavy weapons in several of the trailers.
Yeah.
And close to mid-range weaponry, dude, that's me. That's probably the shotgun guy. You go play the operative.
But
He's
it's
got your beard.
essentially the operative is also one that interests me.
Oh,
but Zane is likely the vault hunter, but it is classed as the operative. So, yeah, no, I'm interested in actually
attack drones.
No, I'll probably end up with Zane.
Well, attack drones and decoys sounds good,
Yeah.
and if he's like Zero, he's the sniper.
Oh, and you know me, I'm a big sniper.
Yeah. So, but you know me, big dude, commanding critters. I'm a summoner. At heart, I'm a pet.
Now the next part of the news for Borderlands that we pulled up though is, and we made this assumption probably last Sunday as well, and it was confirmed. They have gone Epic exclusive for 6 months.
At least it's 6 months. 6 months is manageable.
Well, yeah, and you said Kitsune actually had a good
Yeah, our boy Kitsune, Gamertag Kitsune, cool friend of ours, it said that it's a PC game. You ought to wait 6 months anyway to buy it because every game that comes out on PC does not come out complete. Some games have been patched within an hour of being released. So in 6 months, the version that comes to Steam's will have had 6 months of patches, 6 months of corrections, and may already have some DLC.
Well, especially with what I've come to enjoy most about Borderlands is getting four people together, 3 of your friends together, and actually playing multiplayer with it anyway. Like I didn't even play the single player with 2. I only played multiplayer in Borderlands 2. So yeah, no, for that. It might not hurt to wait to 6 months. Yeah, let the patches come out.
I'm waiting to 6 months anyway, but
maybe it'll come up on Steam Summer Sale or something.
Ooh, yeah. There's also a good chance that there may be a price knockdown.
If it comes out September 13th, that puts it a perfect time for a Steam Summer Sale
next year. Yeah, it'll be close. That'll be March, around March or April.
Yeah.
The cool part too.
July I think is usually when the summer sale hits.
Yeah. And the other thing too is that they're doing already the multiple editions and to buy the multipliers. So here's the way it is. It sounds like they may be a little loot boxy and that they may sell some pay to win stuff. That crap will be cleared up in 6 months. In 6 months, enough backlash and whining, we should get a polished version of the game.
Yeah, loot boxes.
Well, not necessarily loot boxes, but you can spend real money to buy stuff that gives you a bonus in the game.
Yeah, I really don't like that. I mean,
I don't think it'll last 6 months. By the time 6 months is up, I think people will raise enough hell.
I was actually next week we were talking about, and we'll sort of talk about both of these at the same time. Fallout 76 has gotten a bunch of uproar due to it adding repair boxes to its store, which was originally a cosmetic-only store.
Mm-hmm.
And where it doesn't give you a huge advantage, it does give an advantage. And, a lot of people are mad about it. And I was watching Jim Sterling, and he was talking about it, and he brought up a good point. And that's, I've been very, for a game I pay for, the more and more they screw me on these pay to win options, the more and more I'm just, it's like I gave you an inch with cosmetic DLC, but you keep screwing me. I'm almost to the point where I'm just going to say, look, if you're going to have a pay to win option or pay options in an in-game store, screw it.
Sorry, I can't get past you. Said I gave you an itch, and then you just kept screwing me, and I was like, "Just a tip? Don't trust just a tip. Never trust just a tip."
We gave them just a tip for the cosmetic add-ons.
What happens naturally happens,
and then they keep just wanting to take more.
Don't give more. But no, you made a good point of because here's the thing. It's a multiplayer game.
So I'm almost got to say where I don't even want cosmetic. I don't want you to even put the development time, because once you put the development time into a store, you want to fucking use it.
You want to make money off of it. And here's the thing. One, the cosmetic options in the store kind of suck. Everybody's complaining about the fact that it ain't even good cosmetics. But here's the thing too. It is a competitive. It's not just a multiplayer. You can fight other people. So I understand it. For example, to compare it, if Outward said there's some players may want to start with some stuff, we'll put it in there. I wouldn't mind because Outward's not competitive. It's mostly single player. Sure, you can co-op, but it's not co-op competitive. So I wouldn't mind if they threw a few things in their store.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, in an MMO style game like Fallout 76, I would not want to feel that I'm competing with people that can get the advantage by spending money.
I mean, as money grubbing as all these game companies are starting to get with this crap, and like I'm just waiting for it to spill over to the next thing. Like, who's going to start charging us next? You know, am I going to have to start paying for my tables and charts and my D&D manuals next? I mean,
yeah, probably.
They're just gonna. It's like, here's the rules. Oh, you want pictures? You got to pay more for pictures.
I'll take it without the pictures. I would be like,
oh, you want a chart? You got to pay more for a chart.
We'll sell you the first 12 numbers on the D20. You got to buy the rest.
Yeah, you got to buy over a 12.
No, what they'll really do is they'll start selling D20s that are twice as expensive, but they have more 20s on them. It's like, no, this one's got 3 20s on the die.
Yeah.
But it's $100. But it's canon. It's an official D&D D20.
Yeah.
So your DM can't say shit. It's official D&D, and it's the winner's version. It's the gold die.
You can now buy. I may implement pay to win into my next D&D campaign. I'm gonna tell my players, you want advantage? $5. Yeah,
$5. You roll twice.
Yeah, $5, and you can have advantage.
But you want to know that wouldn't work in your game. We're too hateful. What you need to do is sell the ability to give other players disadvantage. That would sell.
Oh yeah,
I'd give you $5 to fuck someone over and be like,
$5 to give somebody disadvantage.
I'd be broke. I'd show up like I was going to the strip club, a pocket full of vibes. Like, yo, what you say to me, man? Disadvantage, bitch. Just throw it down on the table.
You could join the subscription service where you bring a pizza every game session. And you get a 30% discount on disadvantaged purchases.
Oh, there you go. All right. Well, I mean, you go see what you got to do. You got to go buy Little Caesars, so it's not expensive. You go to Little Caesars, man. You could drop $10.
Nah, nobody wants that crappy pizza.
Hey, he didn't specify, man. We got to watch the fine print.
Good
At
point.
least give me some Papa John's, man.
Oh, we're plugging? Okay, yes, Papa John's local pizza is very delicious.
No,
you should go
we're
to your
not
local
plugging.
Papa John's.
Shut up.
Located near your local comic book store, Vans Comics, Cards, and Games.
All right, let me mute you, please.
Oh, goodness.
What? I figured we were plugging our boys.
I mean...
Because, we're tired of Papa John's.
Last Thursday,
Too much.
last Thursday they actually sent us Papa John's pizza while we were gaming.
I've eaten so much Papa John's, though. It's just from the fact that AVC Con loves Papa John's, and then our boys over there have it at the comic shop.
I don't know what happened to Mazio's. I mean, did something happen to Mazio's?
They're still in
know.
Texas. Last time I went through Texas, they were still around.
We're Dicejunkies. Like, we know shit about Mazio's.
Oh, yeah, man. We're Papa John's all the way.
We're Dice Junkies, and yet we talk about pizza for 10 minutes.
Oh, we're just making fun of our local gaming shop and pizza owners.
Right, exactly.
Hey, it's still a plug, man. Papa John's, go eat it.
See, look, there you go. Best 10 minutes ever. Van CCG.
See, they were listening. You didn't even know.
I know.
You didn't even know they were listening. See, Van, I got you. I could smell a plug. Like, I was like, yo. You know how much they have to pay normally for 10 minutes, man? He's like, hey, man, we got 10 minutes.
Yeah. You can send us more pizza next Thursday. Just say it.
Yeah, it's been a while now that we're not doing the panel room.
Yeah.
Now that we've been fired, I'm kidding. You will get in trouble for saying it.
Oh, yeah. Don't say that. Don't say it.
They did not, AVC Cons did not fire us.
Oh, God.
They totally did not fire us.
Oh.
What were we talking about?
Love you, Gray and Jag. Jay and
Jay
Gray.
and
You did
Gray.
it, too. You did
Gray
it,
and Jag.
too. You shipped them.
Oh, I did. Oh, God.
Say it.
I'm not saying it.
Say it.
So.
Well, like, we can't leave movie about, so that'll become like Jagim. How does that go?
I don't know.
Sounds like an awesome spell. Like, I now have the Jagim blast.
Oh, I think that's it. I think we've gone downhill to the point where we need to move.
Screw the New Mutants. Nobody cares, man.
Well, we just need to move on to the next show.
Go watch the New Mutants trailer or something. I don't care. There we are.
Oh yeah, and something about New Mutants.
They're getting rebooted anyway.
Is coming back. Is actually being released. Yeah.
Disney just wants to make that quick buck off of that, and then they're going to reboot it.
They're getting some of that Fox money back. All right, guys. Look. If you're watching this on YouTube, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, like, leave a comment below on what you think. Be sure to support your local comic shop. Support us by going to Patreon. Yeah, that'll help us, pay for our editor.
Support to pay the editor.
Yeah. So you can check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, all that good stuff as well. Every Sunday at 3:30, you can watch us live. Join us in the chat room with some of the other people here. You can watch all the Blood Axis comments and Vans and all that good stuff.
Get your 10 minutes, man.
Yeah. We'll do a shout out, talk about you, maybe make fun of you. I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna make fun of you.
All right, guys. Look, thanks for watching. And as always, we hope you enjoyed. If you're watching on the podcast or the live stream, coming up next is
I'm impressed if you're watching on the podcast. That's cool.
Well, if you're listening,
you're gonna wreck your car.
Yeah. It's not healthy to watch podcasts and drive, but you can listen. Fine.
Yeah, just sitting there staring at the radio, watching
just watch the little lines pop up and down as the audio, goes on. Get mesmerized by some squiggly lines or something. I don't know.
And our sexy dulcet tones. I hear there's a solar-powered sex machine. One of the Dicejunkies is a solar-powered sex machine.
All right, guys, let's get into random encounters.